this cap on the track.
Yo, welcome to Chopping It Up with your boy ATB and Miss Leah. This is your host, ATB, aka America's Teddy Bear.
And I'm your favorite co-host, Miss Leah.
Hey, world. How y'all doing out there on this Thursday?
Hello, people. How everybody doing?
You know what I'm saying? We almost at that weekend. Almost at that weekend. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
we're getting close.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? How's your day today? How you feeling?
I'm feeling good. I've been sick for a little while, so I'm
Okay.
finally coming down up off of, I don't even want to call it a cold. Damn, that felt like COVID, but I'm finally on my last few days of being sick, so I'm just so grateful right now because I don't even think that we understand how for granted we take being able to breathe out our nose until we can't breathe out of that joint.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Not being able to breathe out your nose, you got to use your mouth, and now your mouth dry. You got to stay, hydrated. It's horrible, but I'm doing much better now. ATP, how you doing?
You know what I'm thinking about when you say you gotta breathe out your mouth. You know what's funny, and this no disrespect to my fat world. I'm fat, you know what I'm saying? But it's funny you said that because I know so many people that's heavy, like myself. But I don't have to
Uh-huh.
breathe that way. But sometimes they just breathe naturally that way with no cold, no nothing, just
Wow.
mouth open, just like man, bro, yeah.
Sound like they sleeping.
And they
Snoring.
wide awoke, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Man, I'm telling you, man, that made me think of that. But I'm doing good, man. It's Thursday. It's been a great week.
Yes.
And you know what? I'm glad you're feeling better. I know I had some allergy issues too, but it could have been allergy things because the season's ready to change. And even in the last week or two, we had some cold weather days when it was like late 50s, early 60s, and then the next day 90, so that could be an issue too, probably why you got sick, man. Allergies, if you got allergies or just the weather gonna be changing soon, that fall around
Yeah.
the corner.
That bipolar shit, man.
Man, trying to tell you, man, you know what I'm saying? So I'm glad you're doing good, you know what I'm saying?
Likewise. I'm glad you're doing
Yeah.
better as well. Thank you too.
Appreciate it. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? So look, check this out. You know what I'm saying? I
What's
got
up?
some real kind of like, not too, starting off real smooth today. I want to know what's your take on interracial dating. Are you one of those type of moms or yourself, whether it's your kid or you into just black love, or it could be you don't see color when it comes to love, Well, what's your input on that?
Whew, since we on the topic of bipolar, I'm very bipolar with this whole thing, and I'm not gonna even lie to you. We keeping it 100
Mm-hmm.
on chopping it up. I'm gonna
Mm-hmm.
keep it 100. I love
Mm-hmm.
all races of people. I promise you, I do. But I don't know. I guess because I've been in Iowa for like 16 years, so coming from Chicago and just being around nothing but black people, and that's all I know. To go from that to trying to get adjusted to being around a different culture of people was it's a very dramatic change for me. So I'm even still after 16 years of now being around even Africans. We got a lot of Africans out here in Iowa. I haven't been used to that, and a lot of white people. So trying to get used to still get adjusted to these different types of people and cultures and their way of living. I'm very bipolar with the whole thing because I do love black love, but I
Mm-hmm.
also love interracial relationships
Mm-hmm.
as long as the love is genuine, it's pure, no matter the race of the two people. I'm for love in just in
Facts.
itself, but I do for myself want to be
Mm-hmm.
with a black man. I do want my son to be with a black woman. Now if he wind up being with a white woman or African woman or whatever woman, I don't care. As long as she love my son genuinely, it's authentic, it's real,
Mm-hmm.
I'm for their happiness. But I can't lie and say that I would prefer for him and myself to be with somebody of our race. So that's how
Mm-hmm.
I feel about the whole interracial dating and stuff like that. I'm not against it. I love it for those who got genuine love, but as far as just personal relationships, my preference for me and my son, I will prefer for it to be with somebody black.
Facts. Okay, respect. I would say for me, honestly, I dated a lot of different kind of races, and I got no issues with nobody. I found myself in love, whether it was a white or Irish or Mexican or whatever. I never dated Arabian, but I would just say, love don't have a color. It don't have a color. Love. You love who you love, especially if they genuine. It's all good. You fall for whoever you fall for. But if you have a preference, yeah, you know what I'm saying. I end up marrying, black because I love black love, especially when it's just great vibes and it's just where we come from. It's black love. I really encourage black love, but on the flip side, I will say that if it wasn't my wife and, she was white, what I'm saying? Now I ain't gonna lie. Now you don't finna switch it up, you know what I'm saying? You know how I am. Now if you white, you know what I'm saying, I don't mind you being all, Caucasian-ish, you know what I'm saying? Boy, I gotta have some black in you. You gotta, you know what I'm saying, have some black in you a little bit, popping gum, biggie
Oh.
rings. Yeah, you gonna be white, you know what I'm saying? It gotta be like a black white still, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie, back in the day they turned me on, little white girls around me and
Yeah.
they kinda got a little black in them, cool. Don't be too black, don't over act black. But just a little black, what I'm saying, in you is like, okay, cool, all right. But I prefer, black love, but I am for whatever makes me happy, you know what I'm saying, on the flip side, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I've dated outside my race, and I feel like that's another thing that helped contribute to why I prefer to be with a black man because I've dated a Mexican guy and I've dated a Puerto Rican guy. My ex-husband was African. Now, I say that to say that I'm not just, only sick trying to make it a black and white thing because I've had African, Mexican, and Puerto Rican. So,
Mm-hmm.
and out of the three, I just feel like that my connection with a black man is just more comfortable because like you say we all got a lot of the same background culture, we understand each other better and things like that. On the other hand, where you're dealing with somebody of a different culture, we have to get
Mm-hmm.
used to each other ways that may clash or just so different from one another, and sometimes that can be overwhelming, sometimes it can hinder the relationship because of the cultural differences and stuff like that. And I remember how it stressed me out, and even with my African ex-husband, it's just I felt like we would have more in common and more of a connection because, even though he's African, to us Africans still black, So I just
Mm-hmm.
felt like we would have a better connection, and in which we did, but there was still some cultural barriers that hindered our
Mm-hmm.
marriage. So that's just really what boiled down to me that made me feel like, okay, I just feel like I relate better with the black men
What's wrong?
versus other races. So that's the main reason why I prefer to be with a black man.
Yeah, yeah. And I remember I had this white and Irish girl, and we was vibing pretty good, man, and everything was all good. And I thought we would go far until she started trying to make spaghetti for me all the time. I had told you about that on another episode we talked about when they try to say if they put a little bit of their minstrel, I think it's called, in the spaghetti, kind of like a voodoo thing or whatever, like that'll get him, you know, that'll get
Love spell.
him,
Yep.
yeah, love spell. That's what it was,
Yep.
So when she was doing that a lot, it was just like, man, listen, like, nah, it kind of pulled me away, and I came back, to us. But yeah, I felt like we had a good vibe until she tried to throw that on me, and I that just, yeah, like you said, some things you see in other races or whatever, even the Mexican and the Puerto Rican. I ain't gonna lie, no disrespect to y'all, I love everybody, but the Puerto Rican crazy. They get crazy, man. You know what I'm saying? And pull a knife on you or whatever, throw some hot water on you quick, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, listen, so.
I thought that was the spiciness that the black men like in the Latino girls. Oh, she's spicy. She like to stab dudes. Oh, she's spicy. Yeah, she throw some boiling hot. She's spicy. I thought men liked that. I thought the black men liked it.
Yeah, see, we like it to play with for a little while. Now, marry it is different. I
Oh,
don't know.
gotcha.
Yeah, I couldn't marry it, but I play with it for a little while. I like a little thing, just a little. I told you before, cut my tires, yeah,
Ah,
stalk me a little bit. Yeah, that's cool,
what?
what I'm saying?
Y'all
But
crazy,
all that,
y'all.
and yeah, to wife him up, nah, 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 nah.
Right.
Can't do that. You say we crazy? We
Yeah,
crazy?
y'all belong together. See, y'all both crazy. You like it and she giving it to you. See, y'all match made in heaven. What are you talking about? Giving you what you like. What you want, Poppy? It's what you like, don't you? Okay, so I got a question. I want to see how you feel about this. So I want to know when somebody reaches out to you asking how you're doing, and you tell them you're doing you're not doing too well, and they reply with, "Oh, okay," and then they just proceed to go on and just talk about themselves, just dismissing the fact that them asking you how you was doing, and you say you weren't doing too well. Like, how does that make you feel? What does that mean to you when somebody dismissed, what you said after asking you, like they was curious or
Yeah,
really wanted to know?
yeah, that's tough, man. Especially, I would take it as a sign of disrespect. Honestly, and only why I would take it as a sign of disrespect is because if we cool and you reached out to me and you want to know how I'm doing, and then I get to pretty much, telling you kind of what I'm going through, and then you kind of like, oh, okay, and you going back talking about yourself, that just kind of made me feel like, man, you know what I'm saying? You selfish. Like, you asked me a question, then when I get to telling you, what it is and what I'm kind of going through, and you brush it off, then I know me, I'm kind of done. I probably won't say it, but I had a done look on my face, like, yeah, I'm done. It's gonna be one of our last interactions. I don't know. That's just kind of selfish to me. It's just like if I ask you how you doing and you bust out in tears, like, man, oh, I can't pay this, I can't do that. The light's about to get cut off. And I'm like, man, that's crazy. But yeah, man, I'm doing cool. Yeah, so go get some food and, just chill
Go
tonight, maybe
home,
go
turn
catch a
my lights
movie.
on.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You like that? You hear what I said? You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I feel like that's just kind of selfish, man. And maybe some people don't realize what they do, but I think that if you ask somebody how they doing, then ain't no excuse for that. Then if they give you a not so great answer, ain't no way you not thinking, okay, not so great. You just think, oh, okay, but anyway, I'm doing
Mm-hmm.
fine. I don't know. That's tough. Not me though. No, I'm done. I'm done talking to you, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? You don't care nothing about what I got going on. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? You only care about yourself. That's how I would take it. You know what I'm saying? So,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, what you think? I'm listening.
Oh, I feel the same way. I feel like that's some very selfish and self-centered type shit to
Mm-hmm.
do. I feel like people who do that, who like, just say for an example, they'll call you and to spark conversation. I feel like if you call me and say, "Hey, how you doing?" I say, "I ain't doing too well," and you say, "Damn, that's crazy," and just start going and just start talking about yourself. You literally call me not to talk to me and see how I'm doing and just have casual conversation. You're calling me because you want to talk about yourself, but you just trying to do what
Exactly.
you thought was the right thing to do by asking me how I'm doing first before you start talking about yourself. So,
Mm-hmm.
and I just feel like people who do that is really just calling you because they want to run their mouth and not really caring about how you really doing. Because how do you dismiss that? How do you hear that and then dismiss it? Like, you don't
Mm-hmm.
genuinely care about how I'm doing. The fact that you just heard your friend say I'm not doing too well, how do you dismiss that? How do you not hear that?
Yeah.
To the point where you're like, damn, what's wrong? What happened? Like, that would be anybody who genuinely care about you initial response. Dang, what's
Mm-hmm.
wrong? What happened? You good? You straight? But to go straight into, damn, that's crazy. Oh, that's messed up. Oh, sorry to hear that. But guess what? You know what I'm saying? You would just
That's
like,
tough.
what? I would be so offended and so done with that person. Now,
For real.
granted, like you said, that some people may not realize that they do that, because some people really could be calling you because they want to tell you something good, and they so
Mm-hmm.
excited, that when they call you and they ask you how you doing, her get that part the way so they can tell you what they called you for. They
Mm-hmm.
may not even really realize that you said that because they so thirsty to tell you what they called you for. So
Mm-hmm.
depending on
Mm-hmm.
the person and the relationship that you have with them and the history of knowing if they really care about you or not, you kind of can understand if they genuinely just didn't care about how you felt, or if they did but they probably just too excited to acknowledge that you said what you said.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's a fact. I think too, like you said, like if you that excited, you calling your friend and they having a down day, you just trying to get off what you got going on that's happy. But I feel like this, and I know I'm petty. It might be petty. I'm gonna give you that whole day to really think about after we hang up and everything. You know what I'm saying? You better call me back and ask me how I'm doing after you get all that off your chest, and you just decided to get what you want to say off. I'm gonna give you that 24 hours. Like, man, wait a minute. I said what I said, but so and so was kind of like sad. Let me call him back. My bad. I'm cool with that. Now a couple days go by, you just never really, whatever, whatever. then I just kind of know where to put you at, you know what I'm saying, in our friendship. Even if we continue a friendship, I just kind of be like, man, even if we that tight, I might mess around and just tell you, like, man, I was having a bad day the other day, man. You told me your good news. You weren't even listening to me. Because that's what real friends do too. They
Yep.
express themselves, you know what I mean? So
Yep.
maybe I would tell my real friend, like, hey, man, you had some good news, but I was going through, man. I had told you I was. And then maybe they're like, oh, my bad, what's up? Then we can just continue our friendship. But if you never,
Absolutely.
ever, ever, ever bring up what I was going through, like, I don't know, I still would feel some type of way and just know what to put you in. But I will still speak my piece at some point, especially if we tight or we cool. I tell you
Yeah,
what's up.
I'm definitely the same way. I'm definitely the very vocal type when it comes to my emotions and expressing myself to people who matter to me when they make me feel away. Cause like
Mhm,
I, was saying earlier, I'm, been sick for a while. And
mhm.
one of my homegirls who I usually go out with on the weekend, she hit me up Friday and was like, "Hey, what you doing?" And she's like, "What we doing this weekend?" or something of the sort. And I said, "Man, I'm in this weekend. I'm sick." And she just put like, I guess like the I don't know, like an emoji face, like damn, you know what I'm saying, like because I can't come out, and she just put an
Right.
emoji face, like a damn emoji face, and I'm just thinking to myself,
Oh,
like at any point she gonna be like, oh my god, you sick? What's wrong? Are you okay? Do you need anything?
right.
Nothing. Just and that
Mm,
weighed heavy on me because I'm like, damn, bitch, I just
mhm,
told you I'm sick, and you're not gonna ask me am I okay or how I'm doing or anything. You just said because I can't come out. Like that's all I
mhm,
mean to you. I'm just a hangout buddy. Like you don't care that I'm not well. So I was just
mhm,
thinking about that. So I was like, fuck that. So I messaged her and I'm like, yeah, thanks for asking, am I okay? Thanks for asking how I'm doing. I thought I just told you I'm sick. And she gave me some excuse. Oh, I'm at work and you was also at work when you asked me what was we doing this weekend. And but you still was able to send an emoji. So at that same time you couldn't
mhm.
ask me how I was doing. Like I didn't really care for her excuse, but yeah,
Mhm.
I'm definitely gonna let you know how I feel. You push me
Yeah,
to the side when I tell you something
yeah,
wrong.
and that's a fact. Like you said, and like you said, like we said, could have been one of the moments. She's like, let's go out, let's go out. But then at some point, even when you confronted it back and said thanks for asking, the first thing should have been like, oh my bad, and then how you doing, about it. But like you said, man, you just know how to place people sometime when they don't respond the way you want them to respond, especially if you was
Yeah.
got vocal about it. So.
Mhm.
If y'all real friends out there, man, make sure y'all,
Check on your
y'all
friends.
check on your friends, man. And if they having a bad day, even if you got some great news, man, make sure they cool and still share your news, but make
Yep.
sure they cool too. You know what I'm saying? So yeah,
Yeah.
Now check this out. You know what I'm saying? I got some. I like to go into the forensic
Uh-uh.
files thing sometimes. You know what I'm saying? This a what if situation.
Okay.
Okay, let's just say it's four friends hanging out, four of y'all, right?
Yeah.
And it's on a weekday, a weeknight, weekday, however you want to put it in your brain. Now y'all kicking it, y'all chilling, y'all somewhere, just the four of y'all. And all y'all are friends, y'all all get along with each other. But on this particular day, two of them get to fighting. And you like, wow, we all cool. Like, how y'all just get to fight? We all friends. So two of them get to fight, right? One of the two die in the mid fight. All y'all friends now, but one of the two that's fighting die. You know what I'm saying? In mid fight by either like a head injury or falling or like a heart attack, for instance, like a heart attack. Now the other friend that was fighting that friend, pretty much like, oh, no, I can't go to jail. We can't say, you know what I'm saying? We was fighting all that, all that. I need y'all to help me hide the body. You know what I'm saying? So are you gonna help your friend hide y'all friend's body? Or are you the type, you know what I'm saying, you telling them you don't want no parts of it, you calling the police and, man, friend, you got to go down for this one, you know what I'm saying? Like, what is you doing in a situation like that? I know that was long to take in, but I just tried to and visualize you the whole scenario. What you doing in a situation like that?
I'm going home. I ain't going to jail for nobody. I'm giving the police everything they need. I'm telling them where the body at. If they decide to go ahead and drag the body without me, because I ain't helping y'all with none of that. And I'm call me Takashi 6 now snitching. I'm singing. I'm telling everything, cause I'm not going down for nobody. I don't give a care
Mm-hmm.
if they are my friend. Like no. First of all, how as friends if y'all fight, cause friends fight, right? So
Mm-hmm.
as a friend he or she dies, in mid fight, and your first thought is to hide the body. You don't care about this. I understand that you was in your feelings, you was mad, you don't care in that moment. But after the reality of things set in, your first thought is to hide the body. You can't go to jail. Like, you're not gonna be like, oh my God, my friend, I didn't mean for this. That, like, where's your really, like, these are, I guess, your, I don't know. Long story short, no, I'm not helping you hide nobody. I'm not finna come up with no alibi for you or with you for the police. None of that. I'm telling them whatever they need to know. And if you think that I'm next, no, you're next. Because you think you're going to come after me because I told? Okay, let's see how that go. Let's see how well that go. But nope, I'm singing.
Yeah, like the
I'm
movie,
singing.
like the movie Juice, right? Start
I'm
knocking
trying to
off all the friends.
listen. If I got to, whatever you think I'm next, absolutely not. I'm gonna show you. But yeah, I'm not. I'm not going down for nobody. I'm old.
Mhm.
I'm not. I won't do well in jail. No, not for
Yeah.
nobody.
So let me ask you this on the flip side. So what if the other friend, because y'all both was watching them fight, say, I'm gonna help hide the body. Just go home, girl. You know what I'm saying? All that. Now you don't gotta do nothing for the rest of your life. You ain't gotta tell because the other friend helped them hide the body, or will it eat you up so much that you still gotta tell on both of them now for even hiding the body and doing all that or whatever? You know what I'm
Yeah, man. I'm one of them people. I actually have a heart. I have emotions. I have
saying?
feelings and things. I got conscience. So that's
Hmm.
gonna eat away at me to know that even though I didn't take no part in it, and I got to go home and don't have to, give out no report if the police don't come knocking on my door because they found out I was there too and may know something. But I'm still gonna have to reach out. Like, man, y'all need to do the right thing because that wasn't cool. That's not how you handle that type. That's the person. That's somebody's friend, mother, daughter, whatever. Like, I'm pretty sure they gonna want to know. They want justice and they want a proper burial for their person. Like, I would just put myself in that situation. I always do that, and how I would feel, or how I know my family would feel if that was being done to me. I would be
Hmm.
reaching out trying to get them to do the right thing. Like, I really would.
Yeah. Yeah, I understand that, and it's crazy because for me, I come from gang banging and stuff, and it's always, hey, whatever it is, it ain't your business, ain't no snitching. But in this era, this time, and now that I got kids, you look at things different. You know what I mean? Like if it was your kid or whatever, or your relative that got their body got hidden and you never found them, and you just asking them friends, what's up, y'all? Sure, y'all ain't seen them, and they playing dumb and just know, and they even going on the searches with you to help search. All that. Like I look at all that now, man. So I can't really say, what I'm saying, that I wouldn't snitch because in that case I definitely would snitch. But if the other friend want the help and I go home, it's one of them things like, okay, I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to know what happened. But on the flip side, like I said, I look at things different now. It ain't the old me. The old me, I would have just, hey, man, it is what it is. I feel bad for old boy, but hey, man, I ain't never saying nothing. But in this era, I gotta say something at some point because, like I said, I got kids, man. And I wouldn't want nobody to do that to my kids, and I'm looking for my kids, and I'm crying out and stressing, and y'all know my kid at all along and ain't said nothing. Like, yeah, so I would definitely have to tell the truth especially if I get questioned. Now, would I call 911? I don't know. Maybe I will. Maybe I call anonymous. But I know I'm gonna have to tell because it'll eat me up too much, and I would think about that parent who lost their kid at that
Yeah.
moment. You know what I'm saying? So I know y'all might be like, man, CB, that's snitching, bro. You know what I'm saying? Either way, you trying to fix it up. Yeah, it's snitching either way. You know what I'm saying? But that's the right thing to do, man. Think of it if it's y'all kid or y'all brother or sister, y'all would like to know where they at and where they body at. So you gotta look at it that way, man. But like I said, when you heartless, then you can do heartless shit. You feel me? And I've been there before. But when you're not heartless like that no more, yeah, man. No, you gotta have a conscience and gotta just live the rest of your days out, especially if you made it. Like I made it to the 40s, man. Like I wasn't supposed to make it past 18. So, you know what I'm saying? You think like I ain't just happy to be alive? I'm telling. Fuck. I'm telling. I'm saying I'm happy to just be alive in my day, man, from everything I've done, man. So yeah, I gotta live the rest of my days out pretty good and peaceful, man. So
You know what I found a little troubling about listening to you explain your answer?
Mhm.
How like me and my answer, I say I'm singing. I don't care. Snitch, snitch, snitch. Call me Takashi. How people look at that like, girl, I feel you, I feel you. But as a man, if you know you're trying to, I don't want to
Mhm.
say dress up your answer, but you trying to make it
Mhm.
seem like you want to do the right thing, but you also don't want to
Mhm.
come off like a snitch. Like, why is it okay for a woman to say snitch, 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 and everybody like, girl, I feel you. But if a man try to do the right thing and say, yes, I'm going to report that, I'm going to say, you know what happened.
Mhm.
Like, why can't he get the same grace as a woman? Like, why does it
Mhm.
look like, you know, like, oh yeah, she's doing the right thing, the right thing. But if a man do the right thing, oh, you snitching, you snitching. Like, why he can't have the same grace? Like, that really upsets me a little
Yeah.
bit that a man can't do the right thing without being labeled.
Yeah, that's a fact, and it's like that. I don't know if it's just considered hood rules and all that, but I promise you, that's how it is in every hood across the United States, man. Like a woman do it, a guy, it's like a guy kind of expect, okay, a woman to tell, maybe, and maybe there's some tough girls out there, like we talk about gang banging girls or
Yeah.
whatever, whatever. But majority of the time, it's like a law, like. A woman gonna tell, okay, it's in her whatever to tell, But it's like when a guy tell, it's like, you better move. We're going to bust your head. We're going to shoot your house up. You know what I'm saying? So I
Crazy.
don't know why it's like that. But I promise you, it seems like it's like that in every state in the world when it comes to a guy going to tell the snitch. He got to relocate, move, or they going to try to, kill his mama, his sister. But then if a woman tell, it's kind of like, that dirty beast hole, man, but that's kind of it. But when it's a man, it's like they want blood. I don't know why. But yeah, it just seems like that's the way it always been.
Or even if it's not the actual people that you snitched on, but I'm just saying society in general,
Hmm.
how
Hmm.
they, like, oh, he snitched. Everybody got an opinion, and it's so bad about the man that told and did the right thing. But it's if it's a woman that told and did the right thing, society praises that. Why can't the man be praised for doing the right thing too, instead of being labeled as a snitch or being looked down upon, frowned upon like that? I just think that's so
Hmm.
crazy.
Yeah, that's a fact. That ain't cool. It ain't fair. But I don't know why it's like that when it come to men, doing that. Like you said, it should be equally, but for
Equal,
some
yeah.
odd reason, it's not when it come to men telling, whether
I
it's
hate that
somebody
for y'all.
yeah, whether somebody or don't know, you just witnessed something. It's like you still labeled that snitch and you better move and get out of town and all type of crazy stuff, man. But that's a good question. I don't know why.
I'm gonna lighten the mood up a little bit. Well, I don't know.
Okay.
We'll see if this lighten the mood a little bit. But I got a question. I want to know now how much is really enough to send someone for lunch? Because you know how we be on social media and they be having these debates about guys sending the girl $10 for lunch and she complained that ain't enough, that ain't even enough to put in my tank and blah blah blah. And then they be like, well, dang, how much do you want? Like So my question is, how much is really enough to send a man or a woman just send somebody for lunch these days? How much is really enough?
I will say food got more expensive. And I would say honestly, I would say 15 to 20 is enough. Now, if you can't get a lunch for $15 to $20, yeah, then you probably ain't the one for me, because if you got to spend $30 to $35 a day for lunch, like that's a bill in itself. You know how much money that is a week? You know what I'm saying? Every 2 days is $70 if you spend $35 a day for lunch. So you spending 140 in 4 days. You know what I'm saying? 175 in 5 days for lunch. They ain't even me. They ain't even
Lunch.
they ain't even including when you eat later for dinner. You know what I'm saying? Or what you did for breakfast, whether you got a bagel or a coffee, whatever you did. We talking about lunch. I believe $15 to $20 is more than enough. I would say 10, but 10 sometimes ain't enough because even salads from restaurants sometimes be 10. So I would say 15 because now it's salad and a drink or something like that. But
Yeah.
15 to 20 should do it. If y'all doing more than that or want more than that, then y'all know y'all win. Women, and not just saying women, even if it's men that demand that, y'all know, like I just gave y'all the numbers, y'all not gonna spend no 175 a week on y'all self for lunch. So don't do that to the men and be like, that ain't enough, that ain't enough, that ain't enough. Would you really spend almost $200 on yourself for lunch? And then if the ladies say yeah to that, man, kudos to you, more power to you. I'm not cheap or nothing like that. I just couldn't do that. I can give you 15 a day for lunch or something like that. I can't give you no $35 a day for lunch, man. Because I still got to put gas in your car, and you still got to get your nails and your feet and hair done, which I'm going to do if you're my girl, you know? So it's like, no, nah, you got to come down on that lunch, mama. I ain't going to lie to you. You know what I'm saying? That's just
Cause
what
you
I
know the
think.
next thing they gonna say is, "Oh, if you broke, just say that." You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
That be their favorite comeback. If you broke, just say that. And you can't afford to feed me, just say that. No, bitch, you can't afford to feed yourself because you panhandling for lunch money. Like,
for
let's keep it a
real.
buck. I be
Keep
want to
it a
cut these
bug.
girls out so bad because they embarrassing these chicks. The chicks like that,
Mm-hmm.
they are freaking embarrassing. Me as a woman, seeing this
Mm-hmm.
so much, sometimes I get the back end of this stuff, and I'm not even like that. I'm not even that. I'll buy you lunch. I'm the type of
Right.
chick that'll buy you something to eat, the dude. So the fact that
Mm-hmm.
it's chicks like that, dudes really think they take that and they apply it to all women. All women just like that. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But my
Mm-hmm.
reply to that, I feel like you said, I think that 15 to 20 is more than enough for lunch because if you need more than that for lunch, then where are you eating? Red Lobster for lunch? Like where are you trying to dine in and eat at that you need more than 15 to $20 to eat? Like
Mm-hmm.
if you cost that much to eat for lunch, then I can't afford you. You eat too much. You eating
Mm-hmm.
way too much if I got to give you more than 15 to 20 for a lunch. So
For
yeah,
real.
I agree. I think that 15 to 20 to get you a meal and a drink. You know, it
Mm-hmm.
don't even matter where you go as far as like a regular local restaurant. I think
Right.
15 to 20 is enough to get you a meal and a drink. Other than that, you trying to eat out like on some, like I said, Red Lobster type, some steakhouse type stuff. You
Yeah.
need to take yourself out for lunch then if that's how you trying to eat. Cause other than that, I done gave a man lunch money before. And I offered it. He didn't
Mm-hmm.
ask, but he was just saying he on his lunch break. He was chilling or whatever. And I said, "Well, what you finna
Mm-hmm.
eat?" He wasn't sure, and I was like, "Well, huh? When you figure it out, get you something. Treat yourself to something for working so hard today." Like I'm that type. Like I don't mind doing stuff like that for a man if I got it. And he didn't
Mm-hmm.
complain about how much it was. And I sent him $15. He didn't
Right.
complain or anything like that. But
Right.
yeah, I be seeing chicks complain about dudes sending them, money no matter how much it is for them to eat when these dudes ain't obligated to give y'all nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Especially if they ain't your
Mm-hmm.
man. They not
Mm-hmm.
obligated to give you money to feed you, even if it is $10. You better add the rest if it ain't enough because he was nice enough to give you that 10. So what is you
Exactly.
complaining about? Like it's just
Man.
these ungrateful bitches for me.
Yeah, man, for real. I see you type, Miss Leah, you know what I'm
I
saying?
am. Let me get out my feelings, but yeah, that's how I'm coming. That's how I feel.
Yeah, but no, for real, like you said, and especially if that's your guy, like, and y'all live together, y'all got bills, y'all understand. Okay, $10 to $15 is enough, babe. I'll make it work. Like,
Yeah.
and even if y'all dating, like, come on now, $15 to $20, like, and like you mentioned, steakhouses and stuff. Even steakhouses got the little small steaks, and at one side, like, you want to go to Longhorns or whatever for lunch. They even got some $15 meals that's like you get a small little steak and asparagus and mashed potatoes for like 17, $18. So it's like you still under a dub. So it's like you're doing 35. It's like I can't see that. No, I just can't see that. And yeah, y'all ungrateful. You know what I mean? Like because that guy don't have to give you anything. And then for
Yeah.
you to put a number on it, that's just like when we talk about like a homeless person. If a homeless person, I know a few homeless people that ask me straight out, like, I need $5. They just say, do you got change that you can spare? And then the next question is, what you need $5 for? Something to eat. Okay, well, I'm gonna go get you something to eat. No, just give me the $5. See, now you playing. Now I just said I'm gonna get you something to eat, and I would have spent 10. But you want to take 5, and you just demand the 5, and don't want to tell you what you're gonna do with it. So now you just missed out. So it's like the same thing with lunch. If you offer a woman lunch and she got a nerve to put a price on it, but I'm buying you lunch, yeah, you can stay hungry, my girl.
Okay.
Stay hungry, for real.
It's
That's a
just
fact.
so to be so ungrateful for somebody that's not obligated to give you anything, to be ungrateful at the amount that they give you is so
Hmm.
disgusting to me. I can't stand it. I swear.
Yeah. So that's tough, man. If y'all know somebody like that, well, don't put them on blast. I won't say that. But if y'all just been through that situation, you know what I'm saying, let us know, man. You know what I'm saying? Comment under this and tell us y'all story or whatever. But yeah, I don't know. I ain't going past that. And if I live with my girl and my girl know, like, that's the thing. Women, should know, especially like if you live with a woman and it's like, man, babe, we struggling this week, you know, you gotta make a lunch at the crib. Ain't nothing wrong with making a lunch at the crib to take with you, but it's like some women in this day don't even want to make no lunch. What I like bringing her lunch, you know, like man,
Just gross.
just
Y'all gross.
for
I think
real.
that's one of the reasons today why I'm cool on female friends because
Mhm,
I can't befriend a female that's like that. And I've seen a couple chicks on my timeline that I, a kiki with here and there make
mhm.
posters about if you can't take me on this type of date, then if you broke, just say that, delete, block, girl,
Delete.
get out my face. Get out my, what is you talking about? Like, ugh. Like, no dude is obligated to take you on this specific kind of date
Uh-uh.
because you a female, because you exist as a woman. Girl, if you don't get out my, they make me sick to my stomach.
Yeah, yeah, I can tell. We can talk about this another 10 minutes. Y'all got Miss Leah tight.
Yeah, let me chill out, man. I'm cool, man. But
But
y'all just humble yourselves and be
yeah,
grateful and appreciative to the men who work hard and don't mind sending you whatever they feel like you're deserving of. Be appreciative of it. Show some grace, and maybe moving forward, he may bump it up a little bit more because he see that you appreciate the what he giving you. Like
yeah,
y'all gotta humble yourselves, ladies. Please
yeah.
humble yourselves.
Y'all gotta do better. And like I said, if y'all not spending that on your own, don't try to take advantage of somebody else that'll do it for you or not do it for you. Cause y'all ain't spending that much on y'all own every day for lunch. Stop that. I know women, and maybe somebody who got a good job can afford to spend 175 a week. But you know how much you spend in a month if you do the math of that? Come on now, every 2 weeks you spending 350. That's $700 you spend a month on lunch. Come on now, stop that. Be real. Live in reality. Be grateful for whatever you get. And ain't no wrong with packing the sandwich if you hurting that day or whatever you gotta do. Bring last night's dinner to work. Y'all gotta chill, man. Y'all gotta humble yourself, man. For real.
Yeah. And if y'all broke and y'all can't feed yourself, just say that.
Just say
Just say it.
that.
Facts. If you broke and you can't
Facts.
afford your lunch, just say that. Don't make it seem like the dude broke because he didn't give you what you asking for. Just say
That's
you broke.
100. 100.
Yeah, and that being said, you guys want to follow me on my TikTok at your favorite BBW319. And if you're more of a Facebook kind of person, you can follow me on Facebook at your favorite BBW Unmatched, and that's unmatched with an ED at the end. So come follow me on my socials, and I appreciate you guys hanging out with us and sticking to the end of this episode, and I'll catch you on the next
Yeah.
one.
And this your boy ATB, also known as America's Teddy Bear. You pretty much can find me on all music platforms by just typing in America's Teddy Bear or ATB, and it should be showing everything I got out there as far as music. Or you can type in Teddy Bear Chronicles, which is out now, and follow me that way on music. Also on platforms as far as TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. You can type in the same name, pretty much America's Teddy Bear, and you'll see all my stuff pop up on those platforms as well. Make sure you go follow us and, man, chime in with us, man, on the music and just our personal everyday lives, okay? We also got New Gen Investment Group. Pretty much, if you're facing foreclosure and you want to avoid bankruptcy, deficiencies, or judgments, they can help you protect your credit by just buying your home as is. If your home fits the criteria, pretty much within 30 days, they'll pay you cash for your home. You don't have to do no repairs, anything. They'll buy as is. That number is 312-468-3243. And the office number is 331-318-9197. Also, if you're interested in getting your car detailed, we got JWP Detailing, JWP Detailing, and he will come to your home and detail your cars right in the driveway. If you're locally in Naperville, Plainfield, Aurora, Bolingbrook, or Joliet, pretty much. If you're outside of that, I'm pretty sure y'all can work some out on the fuel. But right now, I know it's those locations for the back to school special, $129. Also, if you want to follow the page on Facebook, it's JWP Detailing. And the man name is Cameron, 773-816-1470. That's 773-816-1470. And until next time, tell your mama, your aunties, your sisters, Uncle ATB says hi. And we got this thing. Peace.
Ciao.